Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. We have a balance patch coming within a week that will hopefully make the meta a little bit more diverse, because currently the meta is kind of like a 7-class meta. Paladins, warriors, demon hunters, where are all of those? However, now the September season has started, and so has the tweet storm. I've seen so many tweets about reaching legend with Paladin, reaching legend with warrior, reaching legend with demon hunter. Like, what is going on? Are these decks good all of a sudden? Well, I tried to find out. I looked into those deck lists, I looked into the statistics, and in this video I'm going to showcase some of the allegedly best performing decks for those dead classes and what their actual performance is as far as we know. Note that, of course, this doesn't mean that those people didn't actually reach legend with those decks. I mean, some people have posted their statistics. So we know that people have had like 60-70% win rates with some of these decks. So that has happened. Like, anything can happen over low sample sizes in a game like this. But what about over large sample sizes? Can you expect success when you take one of these classes out to the ladder? Let's find out. First of all, we have two players who have reached legend playing Dragon Paladin, a Renatal Dragon Paladin deck. Flyingwalruss was the first one, his deck list is on the left, and then Ecore made some changes and also played a similar list based on Flyingwalruss's deck and reached legend as well. Flyingwalruss's list has statistics Ecore's version doesn't, but Ecore did not replace the weakest cards from the list when you can look at mulligan statistics and you can look at drawn performance statistics. So the weakest cards were not replaced, so there's no particular reason to expect Ecore's list to be radically better. And Flyingwalruss's list, well, 580 games have been played by now, with a win rate of 41.4%. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can try, and it looks like a fun deck, but expecting success might be a little bit much. Then there was this early legend tweet from 1849 Tarot with this kind of semi-pure paladin. It's almost like a pure paladin, but then there's brand bronzebeard in it. Like, you can get your pure paladin stuff to activate much of the time. I'm not really thrilled about that concept, and neither are statistics, to be honest. People have played 250 games with this list, with a win rate of 42.1%. And overall, Paladin does not look too hot. This is actually the best performing Paladin deck that I can find looking at Ages of Play statistics. I don't know who came up with this originally, this is several weeks old list, and this list has seen 3,300 games with a win rate of 48.9%, so not quite reaching that 50%, but if you want to play Paladin, then this might be a slightly stronger choice. You could also play like Mech Paladin from the previous expansion. It's also rocking something like 46-45%. So that would also be, expected win rate would also be higher than with those legend decks. And then we have Warrior. Contra Warrior is probably my favorite class of all time. I really like playing Contra Warrior. And Meaty tweeted that he had reached legend this season playing Contra Warrior. Well, yeah. Sure you did. I mean, Meaty has 11 times multiplier, so he doesn't have to win half of his games to reach legend, and this one still has less than 200 games played, and the win rate is below 40%, so that looks like some serious bait. On the other hand, Enrage Warrior did benefit from all of the buffs, and there's a whole bunch of these Enrage Warrior decks around. For example, Enzo516 played this deck to legend. According to statistics, there are 200 games played with this list, with a 48.6% win rate, so okay. It's not exactly stellar, but like, these are decks that are close to viability, and maybe some kind of balance patch could actually boost this one to viability. If you want a bit of a different take of the list and played this Enrage Warrior all the way to high legend, he actually played quite a few games with this one and did pretty well. Statistics of this one are not available, but I mean, it should be roughly around 50% because there's a whole bunch of these Enrage Warrior lists around 50%. I don't think this one has anything that would really like make it 5-6 percentage points better than all the other decks, but it could be one of the better lists. An Enrage Warrior could also benefit from Renatal potentially. RB8647 Poke played this list to legend. It's a Renatal Enrage Warrior. Sadly, there are no stats available of this deck, and there are no stats available of any Renatal Enrage Warrior deck, so I really cannot evaluate the expected performance of this one. And finally there is Demon Hunter. Relic Demon Hunter has been hovering at around 50%, but the best performing Demon Hunter archetype right now seems to be Aggro Demon Hunter. Prasanna 2991 played this Aggro Demon Hunter all the way to Legend. The statistics of this list available on HSRplay: 200 games played, 51% win rate. Okay, well, 200 games sample size means that this is not confidently an above 50% win rate deck. But there are lots of these sorts of Aggro Demon Hunter decks. They are differing by 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards at most. All have the same shared concept, and they are all hovering around that 50% win rate. So yeah, it does look like Aggro Demon Hunter is capable of reaching 50% win rate. It also has a very, very ugly looking matchup spread, because like half the matchups are below 40% and the other half is over 60%. So what you're going to come up against is going to determine your success with Aggro Demon Hunter more than with many other archetypes. So that's all that I have for today. There might be a lot of tweets about reaching Legend with Paladin, with Warrior, with Demon Hunter, and yeah, some of these decks might be able to get there, but overall, so far we have not found a silver bullet for any of these classes. There are no really reliable decks for any of these classes, and hopefully the balance patch is going to fix that. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.